Good morning, Ms. Vera. I just want to discuss how this consultation process will go, and I want to explain to you the four stages of this consultation process. The first stage, which is what we're working in right now, which is the problem identification stage. During this stage, we will build a consultation relationship together, and I will explain the purpose of school consultation and how this will help you with your problem in your classroom in general, and will also carry out contracting procedures. And I will gather background information about the student, about you as a teacher, and the teacher relationship with the student, and also the classroom environment. Together, we will clarify your concerns as a teacher, identify the target behavior, which is the main problem, and develop a plan. And we'll also define it all the way. We'll define the target behavior specifically, and we'll develop a plan to collect the baseline data related to the problem. Then we will have the second stage, and this stage is called the problem analyst stage. This is when we'll use the information that's gathered during the problem identification phase, which is now to better understand the student's needs. And I will analyze your input as a teacher and baseline data to define the student's problem more clearly and determine why it's happening. The baseline data helps confirm what the problem is, how often it occurs, and possible reasons behind it. This step is important because it transitions from subjective teacher observations into an objective and data driven understanding that will guide our future evidence based interventions that will collab together. And this brings us into the third stage, which is the intervention design and implementation stage. And we'll work together collaboratively to choose evidence-based interventions to help with the problem and develop the skills necessary, and discuss the process of the implementation and who will be implementing the intervention that we choose. And the fourth and final stage of the process is the intervention evaluation and the process of the stage. And this is when we'll evaluate all the data collection points and the progress that has been made so far. And we'll see if the intervention is working or not. And then if it's working, that's great. And if it's not, we'll go from there and find a solution together. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Rivera, for all that information. So now we're going to move forward and discuss how we are going to collect the baseline data of the problem. First, data collection we're going to use is ABC charts, and this is when we'll either you or me or both of us will come in and observe and collect data and make an ABC chart. This chart collects information pertaining to describing the antecedents and consequences of the behavior, as well as specifically describing the behavior that is occurring in detail. This helps us not only define the behavior, but also look at the antecedents, which is what triggers the behavior, and what comes before the behavior, as well as the consequences, which is what comes after the behavior occurs, which is what may be reinforcing the behavior as well. This is this is also important to help us find the function of the behavior. Next, we'll collect data by doing classroom observations. This is when we'll come in and observe Grace and collect notes and data about how she behaves in class, how the behavior occurs in class, and just watch Grace various periods throughout the day, and to see how she acts naturally every day in the classroom. Next, we'll collect data through permanent products. These are things like her work samples or her progress reports or report cards, and this is collected to see how Grace's behavior is impacting her academically, and to see which subjects or areas that the behavior is happening most or not as much. So thank you.